Hello and welcome to Some of My Friends Read Comics. We've got Vince.
Is this the line to meet Batman?
We've got Chris.
That was gonna be mine too, so I don't know.
You don't got one?
We're evenly matched. We can dub that one in right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That was the one joke that made me laugh. We're evenly matched.
And I'm Kia. Welcome to the show. You found jokes in these books? We'll get into all that. We're reading. So in the past, we've read some Marvel DC crossovers. Have they been good ever?
I feel like 15th time bitten. I should learn my lesson.
We should have learned our lesson. Well, I thought this would be different. All right, so we've in the past read Marvel versus DC, right? Mm-hmm. We read some of that amalgam stuff.
Yes.
Was that related to Marvel versus DC?
Yes,
there was another.
Because I think the DC and Marvel universe in that one, they got merged, and then they did a bunch of one shots with merged characters.
Yes. And then we read JLA Avengers, which was a different thing.
That was 2000-ish, I want to say, with George Perez and Kurt Busiek writing, which is a good team for that kind of book with a lot of characters. And but we haven't done. I don't think we've done a lot of the I have a Superman Dark Horse crossover where Superman meets up with Madman, and I have one where he meets up with Alien, and Batman fights the Predator. I have all sorts.
Yeah, we had Batman and the Ninja Turtles happen a while back. I remember that.
I've seen individual panels from that a lot.
I have a comic of Punisher meeting Eminem and Tim Duncan, but that's more real people. Yeah.
Punisher meeting Archie.
Archie versus Predator is great. That one's fun.
Yeah.
Actually, no, what's even better is Batman 66 meets Archie. That one's actually is really good.
That one actually kind of makes sense.
But there hasn't been a lot of DC and Marvel crossover in the last 20-25 years, right? Has there been anything else?
This is the first in 2020. This is the first one in 25 years. Yeah, that's what they said.
Well, yeah, it's been definitely over 20 years.
Since JLA.
So it had to be good.
Had to be good. It's been 25 years in the making. This is my logic where episode 1 has to be good. It's been made for 16 years.
Yeah.
And I really thought this was going to be different because this was 2 one-shots. DC and Marvel each put out a Deadpool Batman and a Batman Deadpool crossover with some other short stories of other hero team-ups from DC Marvel. So I thought, short stories, that'll be fun because the big epic thing didn't really work,
Just some shit stories.
Just give me some little shit stories and we'll have some fun. So we were going to read all these little shit stories and have some fun with them.
And it seemed like the way that they broke it down was Marvel published one, and DC published another one. Yeah. And then all of Marvel's people did the Marvel book, obviously. You got your Zeb Wells and other artists and writers for this thing. Although Greg Capullo, I thought was a DC. He did a long run of Batman during the New 52.
Yeah. I don't know because this book also has what I would think of as more DC stuff in this one. So I don't know because what do we have? We have Kelly Thompson who does she do Marvel stuff? I don't know, but Kevin Smith is definitely I think of more of a DC guy because he did do Daredevil, but he also did Green Arrow for longer.
Yeah, Al Ewing is definitely he was a Hulk writer for a long time.
Yeah, and then Frank Miller hasn't done Marvel for 30-some years.
I would dare say he barely did it in this one too.
Most of this is nothing.
It's mostly nothing.
And then Ryan North is Squirrel Girl, right?
Yes, the writer for Squirrel Girl.
So the feature in each of these issues is a bigger Deadpool Batman crossover story, and then there's a few little tiny 4 or 5 page stories afterwards. Let's just jump into the first one. Deadpool Batman came out first, published by Marvel, so we'll read that one first and get into it. It's gonna go pretty quick though, I think, because not a whole lot happens. If you can imagine what would a Deadpool Batman team up be, where Deadpool just makes a bunch of random jokes that you would expect and Batman fights the Joker. That's kind of what happens here. But a nice little twist is that the Joker hired Deadpool to kill Batman.
Ooh.
Pretty good. pretty good little twist. That's
That's pretty much it.
Grading on a curve here.
It's fine. I mean, Greg Capullo's art is good.
The art's good.
I think he draws a really good Deadpool. He was the original Rob Liefeld replacement on X-Force, so he drew Deadpool years and years and years ago. But he's also done a lot of Batman stuff since then.
And Zeb Wells is the writer, and he's just been around for forever.
Yeah, it's fine. I actually, controversial, but this offended me less, so I'm like, it's fine. This is
honestly, this was the first story that I read, and now that I'm looking back at it, it was probably the best one.
You just jumping ahead to the other one, the Grant Morrison written one, and I think that one leans into all of Grant Morrison's worst tendencies, and I was like, oh no. This one, I guess it's what I want. I want a Batman story with Deadpool tagging along. I think sometimes these crossovers work a little better when it's Batman investigating the other universe's bad guy. If he was, I don't know, anybody. Just pick a Marvel, the Rhino even. I feel like that would work better, but for what it is, it's fine. I do find it interesting that now at this point, because I never really liked Deadpool comics, ever. I like the Deadpool movies a lot. I don't really like the comics. And I read the comics and I hear Ryan Reynolds' voice, but the jokes don't land at all. I feel like there were 2 or 3 jokes that were were evenly matched joke. I think was the only one that landed for me. And other ones just the comedy just didn't hit right for me at all in this Deadpool. And I don't know what that fine line is that Reynolds manages to hit that works for me, that Deadpool otherwise has never worked.
I get that. There were a few kind of fourth wall gag breaking, kind of poking fun at DC Universe kind of stuff that I was like, all right, poking fun at Robin, that's cute. But yeah, it wasn't oh my God, you got to read these Deadpool jokes, man. None of that for sure. I did not love this Joker design. I think, is that the current design in the current comics with this haircut that he's got with the shaved sides? I don't know. He looks too young. He looks like a baby.
It's too, Suicide Squad-y looking. Also, I thought there were 3 Jokers. Bring back one of the other Jokers.
Yeah. Is that still a thing? Are there still 3 Jokers?
I feel like that was gone a decade ago.
Okay.
It wasn't a decade. It was only 5 years ago.
Really?
Wow.
Because there was the point when the New 52 started, which was 2011, the first issue of Detective Comics, Joker cut his own face off and then stapled it back to himself so he looked closer to Heath Ledger's Joker. It was gross. And I don't know how they're going to get themselves out of this. And I guess they did it with 3 Jokers. Is that how they got out of that?
Batman 3 Jokers 2020.
Oh my gosh. Time is a flat circle.
Wow.
Something to read when you're locked up during COVID. You can relax and be carried away into Batman the 3 Jokers.
Yeah.
I did kind of like where Deadpool was just I'm getting kind of obsessed with him. We could have a decades long rivalry.
Yeah, that was, there were some little cute bits like that. The fanboyishness of Deadpool running into Batman. It was nice. It was a pleasant read. I think if you're going to read any of these, you could, you'll get what you want if you read this Batman Deadpool crossover. How does it end?
Deadpool gets the Joker venom at some point.
Oh, that's right, and he kind of feels good. And Batman's that was also cute. Batman's this is a problem, man. You're fucked up.
That's kind of how ADHD people they feel better with caffeine.
Yeah.
And stimulants. It actually chills them out.
It helps them relax. Yeah.
Yeah, so what? Joker set up some Joker venom to go everywhere, and it was booby trapped. So Deadpool took the bullet and essentially committed suicide because he has the healing factor, and everything was fine. The end. Yeah. Is there anything else we need to say about that one? Should we jump into the others?
That's basically it. Like I said, it has nice art.
Nice art. So then we get into where all the other little stories at the end of this issue. There were 6 of them.
Chip
Go ahead,
Zdarsky, I know he's done like Spider-Man and Howard the Duck and stuff. Isn't he supposed to be funny? What the hell
He's
is this?
supposed to be funny. This was a story.
He's mildly serious. I mean, he wrote like Sex Criminals with Matt Fraction. That was also
That's
really
a
funny.
comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's funny. But like he also had like a long run on Batman, and he had a long Daredevil run that weren't funny. And then he had that like I want to say Spectacular Spider-Man run or Peter Parker Spider-Man.
He did a Spider-Man run.
He had a Spider-Man run where like J. Jonah Jameson found out that he was Peter Parker, and that was actually pretty funny. And then he also did those life story books that were okay-ish. I think Chris, you liked those, where it like was Spider-Man Through the Decades.
I liked at least one of them a lot. I don't know if I liked when they kept doing them.
There's like a Fantastic Four and other ones. Yeah. This one's. I mean, and the Dodsons. I'm happy to see the Dodsons are still getting work. I feel like they've been working for like 30, 40 years at this point. Their art still is pretty good.
Yeah, I like their art, but this story sucks.
Like honestly, of this issue, the 6 short stories here, I think 5 of them just needed to be like scrapped from the idea stage. You know, it's like, okay, the idea here is that Wonder Woman and Captain America like met during World War II, and they helped inspire each other to be more righteous and not kill and like deliver justice.
Yeah.
And it was.
And like literally Captain America has a gun and is going to shoot Hitler, but Wonder Woman talks him out of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and so then we're like redoing classic events like Galactus and Crisis on Infinite Earths, but the other universes people are around. It's a bad idea, and it's like, it looks good, I guess. Like the Dodsons draw a hot Wonder Woman and a hot Captain America, if that's your thing.
Yep.
But
That is my thing. That's all I need.
It's just like, it's so stupid. I don't understand the idea behind this. And like, and like making it Hitler is just 1,000 times worse. Like if it was literally any random Nazi, I would be like, okay, I kind of get it. But to like be like, no, Captain America is going to shoot Hitler with a gun if Diana doesn't talk him out of it. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
No. Nope.
Well, the world needs to put him on trial themselves. Also, like there's my other observations are just like little ones. Like I think it's really interesting the Maxwell Lord death is like an iconic like DC event at this point, because I was kind of like, oh, okay, when I read it the first time like live. I was basically, there was like 4 miniseries that were leading up to Infinite Crisis, and then they plotted it wrong, and you needed to jump to a 4-issue Wonder Woman miniseries in the midst of a different miniseries because the miniseries didn't have enough room for it. You had to jump into a different Wonder Woman like mainline book, and so I bought it, and I was like, okay, all right, she killed Maxwell Lord, who is kind of a big character, I guess, but still, I'm surprised to see it being like an iconic moment on the level of killing Hitler.
Yes. The idea that they're like accountability buddies for not murdering. It's stupid.
And the other
also,
thing,
like,
go ahead.
Like Wonder Woman's whole thing is like she's always falling in love with Steve Trevor. It's just like, just make him Captain America. Have him go to Paradise Island. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, but it's already Steve. Like it's a pretty easy. It's Chris Pine instead of Chris Evans. It's pretty easy.
That would be a good what if. Oh, they should do Marvel. I don't want any more crossovers after this. That's my thesis. Superman, Spider-Man. I shouldn't read. I'm going to read it when it comes out in a few months. But like, they should just do like what ifs. Like, what if Steve Rogers crashed on Paradise Island? Like, boom.
See, that's my pitch that I think is already 10 times better than this pitch.
I think 10 years from now, when Disney has bought DC and they're doing that as a movie, we'll know where they got the idea.
You're telling me that Warner Brothers is going to get sold again in the next 10 years? Okay.
Probably.
How many times have been sold? To
Make
AT&T?
sure to mail this idea to me so that it's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Episode 257. Mark the time, 1428.
Yeah, and you'll see the headlines of local crank sues Disney over bad idea.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for this next story to be made into a movie for sure. This one is called Catch. It's by Kelly Thompson. Art by friend of the show, Guru Hero.
Hey, Superman
yeah,
smashes the Klan.
Yeah. And this one is a little less hard hitting than that story. It is about Crypto,
and
the
Jeff the
super
Land Shark
dog.
aren't gonna be accountability buddies to not kill Hitler.
Nope. They are, Crypto and Jeff the Shark, who I didn't realize Jeff the Shark was that big of a character, but
he's all over Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Really?
I know he's in the Marvel game. That's the free to play
he's
thing,
in Cosmic
right?
Invasion.
Oh
He's like in the background. He's all over Marvel.
I was saying Marvel, whatever the free to play thing. That's always
the shooter one.
Yeah,
Rivals. He's in that.
Yeah, he's in Cosmic Invasion also. I feel like whenever I open up Marvel Unlimited and my kids are like looking over my shoulder, I'm like, they'd probably like this cute little land shark comic that's on there. So I feel like because it's always in the top 10 on that app. So yeah, I've never read it.
Well, this is a 6-page story where Crypto and Jeff are playing volleyball, and then their owners call them home for dinner, and that's the end.
Bounce the ball. It's hard to do this kind of move, like Pong movement, in a comic book.
Yeah, it's cute. This I like more than most of it because it's just silly. Like it's whatever.
That's fair, and the art is cute. It felt like a waste of space to me, though. Man, I'm like, there's no story here. What is this? Okay.
What would you have replaced it with, though? More Wonder Woman and that? More Frank Miller pages? More
No,
Deadpool
look, hold on. I'm not saying any of those things are better. I'm saying it's all bad. Except one of these stories here. We'll get to it.
You don't like when it says Finn with a question mark? Like this story could continue?
Funny.
I didn't notice that one, but I do like that it says Finn question mark. I think all the stories say the end question mark for the most part.
There's a joke, and I guess, is it the last story that also made me laugh, Vince? So you're saying that Deadpool and Batman got you once. There's one joke in Ryan North's that got me.
All right. Well, the next one here is our Deadpool. No, not Deadpool. Daredevil and Green Arrow team up, which Daredevil's fighting some hand ninjas, and Green Arrow is also there. And for a second, they're like, "Wait, you're a bad guy," and they're like, "Nah, you're cool. Let's fight together." And so they do. And that's it.
Count Vertigo shows up, and shoot him with a boxing arrow.
Yeah, it was such a most of these stories are 2-0. You know, this was nothing. There's no story here at all. I'm mad at this one. It's like, hey, you're Green Arrow, aren't you? What are some basic facts about you? Oh, okay. Well, I'm Daredevil, and here's some basic facts about me. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Yep, the boxing glove that Green Arrow shot Count Vertigo with was Daredevil's dad's boxing glove somehow. I don't know how that happened.
I don't
It's not like Daredevil carries that around, so...
Okay, Kevin Smith has written both of these characters. He gets them to their core.
He has, and I remember liking that Daredevil run back in 2000 or whenever that was.
It's like 98,
Yeah, I'm sure it's aged great.
I feel like what they did to Karen Page, I think, was criticized in the moment.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's aged even worse since then.
Yes.
No. Kevin Smith writes women so well. Should have let him write Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Wow.
Like his daughter.
Ugh. I do
the next story.
I do like flipping through these ads, though. That one, they put this in the middle of the Daredevil story with that. It's Jeff verse, featuring the breakout star for the Rivals video game. So you guys were right on that. The ads. That should have been probably put right at the end of the Jeff story to say there's more Jeff comics, not 4 pages
that's
later.
a good idea.
But I'll talk to Mark's ad department later.
Yeah. The next story is my favorite one across both books. Here, it's a 2-page story, and it's basically what if Rocket Raccoon had a Green Lantern ring. And the premise is that they trade Hal Jordan to the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Rocket Raccoon is going to be a Green Lantern. I don't know why. Look, it doesn't matter, but it's fun. And then we get a few quick panels of Rocket Raccoon doing stupid shit with the ring. gambling it away at a casino. And then we see the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're like, "Hey, this guy likes rings, and maybe we shouldn't have brought him along because he's basically gone evil and defeated Thanos and taken the Power Glove and all that." And you know what? It was stupid, but this is exactly what I wanted for 2 pages of stupid. It is maximum story.
Yeah,
A few quick jokes, and then get the fuck out of there.
I do appreciate that it's 2 pages, and that most of it is the image of Rocket Raccoon dressed like a Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's all I wanted, man. Just dress Rocket Raccoon like a Green Lantern, and we're good.
You're not wrong. Like, so one, I think we hit on the right thing. These should just be what ifs, and this is what if.
Yeah.
And two, like we're looking for story when we probably should just be looking for like, isn't it crazy these 2 characters in the same image together? And like, this is 2 pages, so it's enough to be like, yeah, I saw Rocket Raccoon in a Green Lantern costume as dressed as Guy Gardner. I'm good, done.
Yeah,
that's all I needed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep. And what if he just shot Sinestro in the face?
Yeah, that's how it'd really go. All right, cool. On to the next story.
Next story is the Frank Miller one. It's Old Man Logan versus Batman Dark Knight Returns. And again, barely a story. And really ugly art, honestly.
Yeah.
Very, very ugly.
I mean, this is what Frank Miller's art looks like now. Bad.
It's bad. Like
he's very old, and he's had some health problems, clearly.
I feel like though when he started moving towards this like blocky style, and Romita Jr. did too, and I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't have pivoted to this style, man. Like, I don't know what we're doing.
Now, I will say it's probably fine for this because this is a shitty little 3-page story, and maybe it's even more lazy as a result. So I'm not judging it too terribly, but there's also like, there's nothing in it. If you want like the satisfaction of like, oh look, Batman and Wolverine on the same panel, like you barely get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a poster I would put up.
No,
no.
Because the thing is Frank Miller did draw these guys like really great back in the day. Because we just covered like Miller's Wolverine with Claremont, and I really liked that book. That was
Mm-hmm.
That was like a shockingly good book. And yeah, obviously, you know, Batman Dark Knight Returns is like where I feel like this blocky Batman kind of got his origin. But yeah, this is just it's sad.
I will say though that his lettering is in full force. He does have old fart with exclamation point written in his trademark funny letters.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I love
funny.
it.
Punk exclamation point.
Free boom.
So you know, we've had some stories with characters meeting. We've had that kind of the what if sort of thing with Rocket Raccoon getting the ring. This one is just like a straight up amalgam comic now. It's Wolverine mixed with Lobo, and it's called Logo. And he kills Coltron, which I thought was clever. And then he the Thanoside, you know, fights him, and then he rides away on a big motorcycle. This would be a poster, actually, a cool skull motorcycle with a logo.
I like was that my Thanoside copter?
Yeah.
As we see his giant purple helicopter that he's shooting something at. That got me because I love the Thanos copter.
I have a Thanos copter on my desk at work. It's amazing.
So
they made one for the Loki movie or for the Loki TV show, and I bought it because I had to.
I appreciate the reference to the Thanos copter. The idea that there's a Thanos side copter.
That's good. But yeah, again, another very nothing story. We get a couple.
This is what 3 pages?
3 pages here. Yep.
But my second printing cover of the comic is definitely Logo on the cover.
Oh.
Did you know that Lobo is going to be in a feature film this summer? He's going to be He's in Supergirl. Lobo is going to be in Supergirl.
All right.
He's played by Jason Momoa. Still in
that
the
makes
DC
sense.
family. Aquaman's gone.
Wait. Wait, what? Really?
Yep.
Aquaman is playing Lobo?
Yep.
All right, that's fine, I guess.
Hop, skip,
Cool.
and a jump. You'd either die a Aquaman or you live long enough to see yourself become a Lobo.
Who did the voice in the cartoons here?
It was Everybody Loves Raymond's brother.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Robert Barone. What's his name? I just
Brad
everybody
Garrett.
loves Brad
Yes,
Garrett.
Brad Garrett.
There you go.
The
He
voice
was
of
also-
Hulk Hogan in the
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan cartoon.
And ABC's One Saturday Morning with Pepper Ann and Brand Spanking New Doug.
Yeah, he's my Lobo. Jason Momoa, not my Lobo.
Everybody loves Lobo.
So that's the end of the first issue. There. Anything else to say about those before we get into the DC half?
DC was wondering why the second one sold so bad compared to the first one.
Yeah, it is. It's like how I'm sure the first Suicide Squad made a lot more money, but it's like, the second one didn't make as much because everyone saw the first one and it sucked.
Yep.
So we'll get into Grant Morrison's Deadpool Batman story, which is definitely more creative than the first one. Maybe too creative.
Yeah, I am not clear what happened.
Neither am I. Cassandra Nova has some sort of cosmic keyboard where everything she writes turns true, which reminded me of our wonderful horror movie idea, Vince.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Where you put anything in Wikipedia,
yeah.
it comes like there was a Wikipedia book at the book fair I saw, but it's not our idea.
Oh my god. Well, Cassandra Nova has a Wikipedia, and Deadpool and Batman are trying to stop her. And yeah, things go weird. We get some Deadpool Batman hybrid in Dead Bat. I do like that he's got some references to maybe this was in the last story as well. We got some references to Dark Claw and some of the other amalgam creations from Batman and all. There was at one point, again, I don't remember if it was the last one or this one. Maybe it was this one where Batman is like, "Hey, are you related to Deathstroke at all?" And Deadpool's like, "No, I'm Wade Wilson." And he's like, "Are you Slade Wilson?" Like, "No." He's like, "This is rude. It'd be like me calling you like Night Owl or Nighthawk or whatever, Moon Knight." All the other Batman ripoffs. That was cute.
That was clever.
We got some Robin action. Damian Wayne's here. Again, none of it matters. And then it ends.
I've read this multiple times. I have no idea what happened.
Why? Why did you read it multiple times?
Because I didn't process it. And I'm like, okay, well.
And you thought it was your fault?
Yeah.
It was the comic book's fault.
It just doesn't really make sense.
I do like Cassandra Nova hands through face art, though. I always think that's cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
That's in the Deadpool movie also. I don't know if that's like her thing normally in comics, but I like it.
Is she in the Deadpool movie?
Yeah, she's the bad guy.
Yeah. Deadpool
Which one?
2 or Deadpool Wolverine. Rather.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Okay.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I should watch that.
It's pretty dumb. It's dumb but good in the right way. Yeah, she's like, if you watched Loki, she's like in, what do they call it? The Void or something?
Yes.
Yeah, like she's part of a multiverse or whatever. She rules the Void, which is like a no man's land kind of in the multiverse.
It's just where all the trash gets dumped, and then they have a lot of funny. I mean, some of them are funny, some of them are a little not funny, but jokes about Fox previously making standalone movies, like Elektra
Jennifer
or
Garner
Blade.
Plays Elektra better than she ever played it before.
Yes.
The Blade, Wesley Snipes' Blade is there. Channing Tatum's Gambit that never was made is in the Void in the Castaway timelines.
Wow.
It's pretty great.
It is funny.
It is funny. Emma Corrin, who they played Princess Diana on one of the seasons of The Crown, they play Cassandra Nova. They did a pretty good job.
Okay.
But and then it turns into a thing with Animal Man, right? Where there's Grant Morrison is in the story, writing the thing.
Oh, is he the guy at the end of the story?
Yeah, I mean it's a bald guy,
it
right?
is. I didn't even realize that. Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's basically that was the ending of we didn't get that far in Animal Man, but that's the ending of Grant Morrison's Animal Man, and he runs into his writer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got distracted by Eternity and some
Someone.
DC version that's like
Yeah.
Eternity, like the cosmic entities of time and destiny or something. Clearly, like they had sex on a bed, and now it was kind of weird. And now they're getting ready to part.
Yeah, it's like a one night stand with them.
So like
All right.
the Deadpool story ends, and then that's like that was weird, and then we cut to the I guess Grant Morrison analog, in the bar. It's an odd ending.
I don't know.
Ooh, but I see an ad for Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez's next Batman run. Which
That's nice.
it had to start. Batman Hush 2 was in the Batman numbered comics, and it was taking too long, and it was like basically like hijacking the numbered Batman, so they had to start another Batman run to keep Batman comics going while Loeb and Jim Lee finish up Hush 2 because it's not like a separate series.
They should have made it a separate series. You learn your lesson, people. Come on.
Yeah. Also, we were all clamoring for Hush 2. I mean, I know Hush 1 sells a lot of copies.
I think it's H2SH is also how it's spelled or something, not HU2H or anything like that. But and I want to say there's supposed to be a Hush 3 that's immediately supposed to come afterwards. I don't know if it's going to come together now.
Like, as bad as some of these short little stories are, I can't imagine anything worse than reading a Jeff Loeb Hush 2 comic.
April Fool's Day is not far away, boys.
Oh boy.
All right, so
I don't know. We could do the three Jokers.
Oh no.
I like the Joker's five-finger death punch or whatever it was called. The five-way plan. Do you read? I don't remember now.
Well, that was an old one.
Any of that.
Joker.
We got four short stories here in this one. First one is John Constantine meeting Doctor Strange, because they both investigate mystical stuff.
I like the premise. I don't think it executes very well.
Nope. It really turns into John Constantine first being like, hey, listen to some of this weird stuff in my universe. And then he tries to steal the Eye of Agamotto and goes a little crazy. And then Doctor Strange combines powers with him to help make everything okay. And then that's kind of it.
Well, Ghost Rider shows up and kidnaps Swamp Thing just out of the blue for 2 pages.
Did that happen actually, or was it like, hey, this is just stuff from both of our worlds kind of interacting?
Well, I mean, it happened because
I guess it did, yeah.
Colliding.
Yeah.
Is this all supposed to be like a separate universe where the DC and Marvel universes existed together? I don't know why I need to be told why is Deadpool in Batman's world? Why is John Constantine in Doctor Strange's world? But also I get hung up on why have they never met?
I mean, he is saying that our worlds have been thrown together. So it's not like this is a world where they've always been together. Okay. Yeah. Constantine says, I could feel that magic is different here. That Marvel's universe's rules are different because we have vertigo and you guys don't.
Yeah. Anything else to say about that one?
They don't team up to fight shit.
They don't team up at all.
They just talk about their shit, but I'm why are they not all you need is oh man, I got this because this reminds me of some bullshit that I have. And Doctor Strange's wow, that's impressive. And then John Constantine does something and then Doctor Strange saves the day and he's wow, that's impressive. That's all I needed. I didn't get any of that shit.
Yeah. Yep. Well, from one of the more mediocre books too, probably the best of the shorts here, unless you count the Jeff the Shark crypto. Because then you have Sticks and Snicks, Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo. This is the Nightwing. Didn't say that
aloud.
the Nightwing team.
Yeah, with X-23.
Did we do the new Nightwing from? I mean, I say
we did.
It's 7 years old now.
That
was really good.
We basically said that it was somebody read Hawkeye and decided why don't I just do that with Nightwing? And we're it still works.
Yes, it's good. Yep. It's a good idea, and I stand by.
This story is about what's her name, Laura
Kinney.
Kinney. She doesn't go by X-23 anymore. She's just Wolverine as her name.
Well, Wolverine was dead for like 8 years, so she had to be Wolverine.
She's also in Deadpool and Wolverine. Fun fact, after Logan.
Okay.
Yeah. Bringing back the character from Logan.
Well, she's rescuing her little sister from Killer Croc.
She's got another Wolverine sister? I did not know this. But
I did not know about this either.
I don't know. And also Nightwing is there.
Yep.
And that's that story.
But he's like, wow, y'all are cool. And then they're like, wow, you're cool too. That's all I want out of these books.
They like each other. Yeah, they got along. They talk about like, well, I've got something similar. And it's cute. It's they hang out afterwards, eating some Chinese food. They make a few little references here and there. Get in, get out.
And they're like, wow, he did it without any powers. That's fucking crazy. And then it ends. Mm-hmm. It's like, great.
And it ends.
That's all I need. Yep.
I do like, they're like, dogs are boring. He's like, well, I have a dog. And they're like, oh, sorry. Like, well, it's okay. He did get magical talking powers once. Like, that's better.
Yeah. Like, can we meet him? Can we talk to him? Like, well, that's not anymore. It was kind of a one-time thing.
This is not Pizza Dog, right?
No, this is a different. This is the dog that he did get in that first arc, as I recall. Because I remember Barbara was there with him.
Yeah.
And she also has like a tiny cameo in this, like eating Chinese food with them.
What does this mean when they're talking about when they're eating Chinese food and she goes, it's 25 with chicken? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I assume it's just the number like on the menu.
Maybe.
But then it's good, and she goes, it has all the flavor of 25. Unless it's Z's. Hold on. It's Z's with chicken?
No, that's definitely the second thing is the second number is definitely a 5 in the digit.
I think it's like I said. I just know sometimes they would have just numbers, but I don't get the joke there.
I don't get the joke.
I will tell you though that this book I think is the most successful in that I'm legitimately interested. Like, I want to go look up who is this Wolverine sister, and then I did like that Nightwing book. Like,
yeah.
So it sold me on 2 books.
Whoa. Yeah, it has good art. It sells you on like why you should read the Nightwing book. That he's just like a cool guy, like living with a legacy of Batman and Alfred and everything. And Wolverine, formerly X-23, is also cool and apparently has a sister that I never knew about.
Right. That's the mission statement. They accomplished it.
Yeah.
Yep. They did a good job.
It does have the picture of Wolverine and Batman like in the clouds is like pretty stupid.
That one's a bit
it's
too
still
much.
A good book.
I don't like it's like we're cool, but you know who's cooler? Our dads.
That's a step too far. Where I'm like, no, I don't like. I can put up with a lot of Batman as like an icon of the DC universe, blah blah blah, horseshit. But when you're like Wolverine, also an icon, I'm like, come on.
So our next story, I don't think is going to sell you on any books. It's Harley Quinn and the Hulk in a 5-page story.
Mariko Tamaki, we haven't covered before, but she won some awards for her like Harley Quinn book. And she wrote
not for this one.
Not for this one. She's written quite a few like indie comics and also like some popular like DC OGNs, specifically with Harley Quinn. This is not her best work.
Well, this is not. I mean, Amanda Connor is a great artist as well. This is like the most kind of cartoony I've seen her style. And this is a cartoony book, so it's fine. But it's just like nothing.
Yep. It's very nothing. It's like Hulk is chasing a robot into some like park and then a nuclear waste plant, and things explode for a little bit, and he throws Harley. I don't know. It's just kind of there.
They fight some hot dogs that have been irradiated.
Oh yeah, that was neat. Irradiated evil hot dogs. That's fine. That's it. I got nothing else to say about it though.
Yep.
Vince, you got anything?
Nope, it was nothing.
Right.
I'm just like, I basically said it was like, Mariko Tamaki, she has better stuff. Amanda Connor, she has better stuff. This ain't it.
No.
And the next one, again, also, this has got to have better stuff here from G. Willow Wilson. This is Miss Marvel and Static, friend of the show, Static. And a villain shows up, and they're each having dinner with their families, and they each go to a fight, and then they see each other, and they go, "Hey, you're cool," and then they keep fighting, and it ends before they even beat the villain this time. This one, I think I was like, "Wait, is this the end of everything? That's the last. That's the last page."
G. Wilson created Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
Or created Kamala
did.
Khan.
Yeah.
But so I think she had to stop writing Kamala after a while too. I don't think she got more than about 30, 40 issues. So I don't know. She hasn't written her for a while, or unless she came back. But her writing.
I know she went to DC in probably 2016.
Definitely right after Secret Wars, or that was a 2015 series. I want to say. So yeah,
I think we're wrong on the timeline, but that's fine.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh cool, look, she's writing about her character she created back again. Oh, okay, well, we didn't establish why I should care, because Kamala's cool. We never read Kamala, but she's really cool in terms of her family and her supporting cast. She's got good books.
Yeah, this one's probably the most nothing happening story out of all of them. It's more like the Daredevil Green Arrow story, but they barely talk and they don't finish anything, and it just kind of ends. And
it's also, to me, it's a bleak commentary on being a teen character in comics, because Kamala Khan was created in 2014, 2013,
right, somewhere around there.
Yeah, 2013. So she's been a teen for 13 years. Static Shock. Static has been a character since the 90s, and he's still a teen.
Wow.
And you're just you're just stuck like this forever.
He was a teenager before we were teenagers.
Yes.
Whoa.
My fun fact. I just had a realization. My son is now older than Bart Simpson, which is crazy because when Simpson started, I was younger than Bart.
Yeah, I mean, Bart canonically born in 1980, so Bart should be older than Homer.
Yes. Yeah, we're older than Homer now, I feel like.
That's a good what if. What if Bart was older than Homer?
Well, it's The Simpsons life story through the decades. Do you want to do that one, Chris?
No,
I feel like we've done enough of it.
No, I just want old man Bart with a young Homer.
Old man Bart.
And not like Bart's the dad or anything. Homer's still the dad.
Do you want him to go on a bender with Abe Simpson or something? Like old man Bart?
Yeah. I think I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Old man Bart versus old man Logan. Ooh. Drawn by Frank Miller.
They've already kind of blocky. You got a big
overbite. Bart is already kind of blocky. I think he would work with the. I think Frank Miller Simpsons. I think
Frank Miller couch gag.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it should be. It shouldn't just be Bart. It should be the Bartman.
The Bartman returns.
The Bartman. Wow. Yeah. All right. Well, that was the last one. Anything else to say about these terrible comics?
No.
Don't read them, everybody. They were bad.
I will say, I mean, the short stories, especially in the second one, I thought were okay. The art for both books, I think, is pretty good. But yeah, they're very, very light.
Yeah.
I would not pay cover price for these individual issues. If you got the trade of both of these stories and it was under $10, go for it. But I would not pay more than that for these. But like I said, I think they're fun, light stuff that you could give to a 12-year-old, and they might think some of it is interesting. But yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, it doesn't lend me much excitement for Superman, Spider-Man coming out in March. I'm like, ooh, more crossovers, and I'm like, I don't think so.
No more. We learned our lesson.
Because you even look and you're like, oh, cool, Kevin Smith, he wrote both of those characters. That might be interesting, and it's not at all.
They fooled us thrice. Shame on us. Shame on us. Anything else to say before we jump into the Ultimates? I don't think I mentioned the Ultimates at the beginning of the show. We're on issue 4 of the Ultimates. We're going to be reading that soon. Which starts with Tony Stark in space with Shannon Elizabeth.
She doesn't look nothing. She doesn't look nothing like Shannon Elizabeth.
No, she really doesn't.
I saw American Pie enough times. I know what Shannon Elizabeth looks like. That is not Shannon Elizabeth.
It's really not. And I think for art that's traced, it could have looked a lot more like her, right?
He at least in the next page drew 4 different images of Shannon Elizabeth in space. That seems like a prime opportunity to do some tracing and like just copy pasting the panel. And he did not.
I would say, but it looks like he traced 4 different people though.
It sure does. The amount of like full page spreads in this book kind of blow my mind. I'm like, these are some choices.
Mm-hmm. They really are. He's being interviewed in space by what's that guy's name? Larry King. Larry King? Is he still around?
No, he's dead. He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah. Part of me is like, Larry King wouldn't do this interview. Like, actually, Larry King would absolutely do a softball interview for Tony Stark to just spout bullshit and not be contested all day. People are criticizing you for blah blah blah. And all I can think is because he's like, we're spending billions of dollars on the fucking Ultimates, and you just went to space for 2 weeks. And he's like, yeah, I'm a very busy dude. I work 18. It's very Elon Muskian in that like he's like he purports to be like the CEO of 5 companies, but then he just like fucks off to space for whenever he wants to. So that seems like pretty accurate. I feel like this is a criticism of like Bush going to Camp David all the time. At the time, and now it was more like Trump going golfing all the time. But I think at the time, that's specifically what they were criticizing. There's a lot of Bush era stuff in this book.
Yeah. But they do mention the criticism that we have with this book, which is like, hey, what's with the Ultimates when there's not even a supervillain thing?
Who versus?
Who versus? and Tony Stark is like, hey, it's like not getting health insurance because you don't think you're gonna get sick.
Larry King says the stupidest like comparison though, where he's like, why are we spending all this money when we don't even have a super villain attack for another decade? And I'm like, that is the stupidest like fucking like hurricane, like, well, we're not gonna have a 9/11 for 10 years, so don't fucking worry about it. Like that's so like short-sighted sometimes. Like don't give them a blank check, which they clearly have done to the Ultimates, but I'm just like, I feel like 10 years, like people still remember 9/11. They remember Katrina. They were huge fuck ups, and those have been over 20 years. And I'm like, we can deal with one of those every 10 years. We'll be fine. Isn't the right question. I'm disappointed in fictional Larry King's questioning, but he was a really shitty interviewer also. Have you seen his DuckTales question with Abed?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Go check that out where he interviews
I'll look it up later.
He interviews Danny Pudi about like spending his money on like expensive things, and Danny Pudi's like, I'm on DuckTales, man. Like I don't.
Oh, I do remember that.
He was a really shitty interviewer. R.I.P. I guess.
Yeah. So I will say in this issue, I do like this issue a little bit more than the first 3 because it kind of feels like Bruce Banner's our main character in this one. Not really, but just because he's here listening to this TV report and Tony Stark is talking about how like, our super soldier situation. Yeah, it sucks that Bruce Banner hasn't been able to make it again, but we still have Captain America, so it's fine. And that's just kind of making Bruce feel even shittier.
I think I've never read this book this slow before. I've always read Ultimates 1 like just like in one go. Mm-hmm. But like what's abundantly clear to me is that there is nobody I want to root for. Like there's nobody I don't want to root for Tony Stark. I don't really like latch on to Captain America. There's a few like things where he like is a man out of time that's kind of interesting, but then Brubaker's Cap does it a lot better. And he's a lot more optimistic. I don't really care about whatever Janet and Hank are doing. And I do think Nick Fury is cool. And I do like that Bruce Banner is struggling to like achieve something. Like I am rooting for him to like be successful, or like I'm at least sympathetic to him in a way that I'm not sympathetic to any other character in this book at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's, here's something else that, we've been joking about how Static used to be older than us. This book came out closer to Watchmen than it came out to present day.
What the fuck?
I don't like that.
But it's like it's that idea of like how superheroes are sort of like I feel like it's almost like a satire of like this is all about like marketing and image and like they're not actually doing anything. Um which it feels tired even for 2002 to be making this point.
I mean, it was mind-blowing to me when I was 20, but I feel very cynical about it now. Like I want my characters to be like heroes again, and I'm like, this is yeah, you're right. It's just like the deconstruction and like the postmodern take on it is interesting. They're doing it with the Avengers, but I don't like it in retrospect now.
Yeah.
So let's blaze through some of this stuff. Jan,
it's also funny because like we think of the Avengers, cinematic universe as being this, but it's like it's very different. Like they definitely did not go in this direction. Like I feel like it would have been very shitty if they had done this.
Yeah. I remember, and I think I said this even at the beginning when we started reading this. Like I think, like it's Joss Whedon sued for sole writing credit of the Avengers 1, saying that it was completely his story and his script. And I know that that's part of like WGA, like arbitration and stuff, but like the whole spine of the story is the Ultimates. Like that is not original, like to Whedon at all. But every choice they made with the Marvel Cinematic Universe based off of the Ultimates book for Avengers and Beyond, I think was smart. Like I think they did all the right choices. Like I remember being like, we're about to get to Thor. I really liked the take on Thor that you weren't sure if he actually was a god or if he was just some drunk that got some like high in technology and he's just like a cult leader and he's pretending to be Thor. And the book never really makes it clear, especially in Ultimates 1, what he is, if he's that or not. I think it leans towards more he's just a drunk cult leader with technology. And I was like, they should have done that for Thor the movie. That would have been such a good take. And absolutely, I think that's wrong now.
Yes.
Yep. All right, so we get a scene with Jan and Steve. Jan's helping him get some new clothes and everything so he can fit right in. Steve is living in the same neighborhood he used to back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and it's run down and shitty, and his place got broken into and his records got destroyed. So that's cool. Let's see. Everyone
Steve
is
spent all day thrifting to get his record collection.
Whatever. Bruce, Betty is yelling at Bruce because no one else showed up to the training thing, and also everyone yells at Bruce because no one likes him.
Why is Bruce Banner in charge of marketing and PR?
I don't know.
Like why like I'm mad at Betty for this scene. She's like, Bruce, you should have gotten, like, I'm not on the fucking team. And I'm also not a handler, and I'm also not like their fucking PAs, and I'm not part of their contracts to show up to like PR events. Like, why is this fall on Bruce Banner of all things? He should be in a lab trying to get that secret super soldier serum. Like, why is he in charge of making sure that Tony Stark's not in space? This is bullshit. I'm mad at Betty for this conversation. Maybe she's just venting though, and Banner is like thinking it's on him.
He's the only one there, so yeah. She's just got bad news after bad news, like, oh, Hawkeye couldn't, like, he's not around here because they saying something about that.
You better get Thor here.
You better get Thor. Why is he in charge of going with Nick Fury to get Thor? He seems like the worst person to send.
Yeah, you don't send Steve Buscemi to go talk this like Adonis coming.
No.
Well, I mean, they thought like, Fargo, they're going, what's his name is from Sweden. So you were going to get like a Steve Buscemi, little guy, big guy dynamic like Fargo.
So they, him and Nick Fury go out to meet Thor, who doesn't want anything to do with them. He's distrustful of working for the government. Bruce kind of accuses him of being a crackpot nothing, and Thor is like, oh, I know all your secrets, then like all the stuff you haven't told Betty about, blah, 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 and he kind of like says some stuff, and Bruce is like, what? How do you know that? Which is also like, did that stuff ever come up again? Since when can Thor read minds? Or like know what? I don't know.
I feel like
I know he's a god, but
just, I watched the show with my wife. It's about this like celebrity medium, and he goes up to celebrities who are easily Googleable, and he like tells them facts about themselves. And then like, how did he know? It's like, because he has fucking Google. Like, I don't. It's real easy to know that Google. Like X celebrity had a sister that passed away in their teens. Like, it's real easy to figure that. How did he know?
I think it was maybe just it was just in like a intelligent like educated guess that like, I bet this guy cries himself to sleep every night. I'm gonna say it.
Look at him. Look at this little fuckhead.
Look at him.
He's Thunderbolt. He was dating Thunderbolt Ross's daughter, and now he's not. I bet but he still works for her. I bet there's something bad there. Some bad blood there.
Then we get a few pages of everybody talking about who would play them in a movie.
What an epic scene.
Yeah, great scene. And they're all making fun of Steve Buscemi, Bruce Banner, when he comes in. And he's like, oh, I'm the nerd. I'm going to leave and run away and spill all my papers because I heard this.
I love that they did. I mean, it was pretty on the nose because like Nick Fury's like, well, obviously Samuel Jackson will play me. And which is clearly because they designed the character to look like Samuel L. Jackson. But I'm like, that is good casting for this character, even though that was like ahead of the game. My favorite though is they're casting for Tony Stark and they call him. Do you remember what they call him? They suggest for him?
Johnny Depp.
No, From Hell's Johnny Depp.
That's right. From Hell's Johnny Depp. In case you don't know who Johnny Depp is.
Not just Johnny Depp in general. I guess this is like 2000, 2001. No, it's 2002.
Oh yeah. They make reference to Johnny Depp's two biggest movies, From Hell and Ed Wood. Yeah.
No Don Juan DeMarco. No Ninth Gate.
And this is before Pirates, so this is before he's perfected his Rolling Stones impression.
I feel like anybody, who's reading the Ultimates comic in 2002 should know who Johnny Depp is. I love it when they write that on there. They're like, the audience is going to know it. Editor showed up and had to tell them that.
I do think it's probably the funniest joke in any of the books we read that Nick Fury's other castings are so disastrously bad. Because for Hank and Janet, he's like Matthew McConaughey for Hank, Lucy Liu for Janet. I'm like, those are awful casts.
They're bad.
Do you think that's what Mark Miller told Hitch that's what he was going for though? Like
no, I think it's intentionally bad casting because the Lucy Liu Janet even calls out like that doesn't even make sense. And I don't think they're basing. I definitely don't see any photo referencing of Matthew McConaughey in
or
like
vibes.
It's also like Matthew McConaughey can play high status, but he can't play like this kind of scientist. Come on,
and not
use your head, Nick Fury.
Wasn't he in Contact at this point?
Yeah, but he's not. He's not even one of the scientists in Contact.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's like, I forget if he's the boyfriend or the religious guy, but he's not like one of the NASA guys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's. Interstellar is probably the first time he plays like a scientist, high status guy.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So
Michael
next...
Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer ended up being those roles.
Yes.
Oh,
but that's also they don't.
Yeah, they did older versions. It's not the same. It's Paul Rudd and that other lady.
Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah.
Losts of Evangeline Lilly. That's what they would have to say.
Losts of Evangeline Lilly. So the next page, we've got Bruce in Times Square. This is actually my panel of the week because we got a Powerpuff Girls billboard up there. And he is calling Betty, who was at dinner with Freddie Prinze Jr., and he really wants to be a superhero too. He's asking about some of that super soldier serum, and Bruce is like, I made a mistake, Betty. I mixed the super soldier. I mixed some of the Hulk serum with Steve's blood, and I injected it into my brain. So things could get bad. And I
do like that Hitch just fully refuses. I don't know if it's a permission thing or what, but he just doesn't draw Freddie Prinze Jr. Like it has a bubble just covering his face.
Oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I couldn't trace him, something like that. But he has like a cardiac arrest kind of thing. Gets an ambulance gets called. He's in the back, and then he turns into the Hulk in the back of the ambulance, and shit goes crazy. And we got the Ultimates. They're all geared up. We got Cap. We got Iron Man. We got Giant Man. And we got the Wasp. And they're geared up. And Cap's like, we hit him until he drops. And that's what's going to happen next time. We're going to have a fight.
Oh, versus. It's going to be one of our own member.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hulk want Freddie Prinze Jr. That should have been my backup quote.
That's your backup.
I think, doesn't he say that like through the whole next issue? I want to say.
Yeah, I think he says it at least one more time.
Wouldn't be surprised. But that's it for this issue. Nice cliffhanger with some Hulk stuff. Yeah, like I said, a little bit better than the last few, but God, even talking back about like 3 pages of just talking about who would play you in a movie seems, I don't know. What'd y'all think?
I don't love it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, I think part of it's the slowness of reading this, because I feel like I don't know how a person read this month to month. But also, like I every decision of it, like, I think, again, the spine of it is actually really good for, like, a movie or, like, a trade paperback. It's like we're building the team, then we're going to have, like, a second act fight that brings the team together, and then we'll have a big third act fight in the end. Like spine of the way, it makes sense, and it makes sense why the Avengers basically ripped it off. They just have a different Hulk fight in the middle, but it's the same. But like it reads so much like the Authority to me now that I'm like, I don't want to read this. Like, this is not like the cynicism and the like, just the like not heroic characters, but it's like characters I like, is such an odd choice to me now. Although at the time I didn't know any of these Avengers, and I thought this was fantastic because I didn't know Iron Man very well. I liked Cap's Out of Time stuff. I like Banner, like, trying hard to succeed, but then being like a complete fuck up in every single way that he possibly can be, and making the wrong decisions. I actually do think that's a really good character choice. And I think that this issue built that up really well. That why he would be driven to this moment.
Yeah. Chris, you got anything to add?
No, I mean, I didn't love this at the time. I like the art. I still think the art is good. It's obviously there's a lot of referencing going on, but it looks nice. It's still just so slow. And again, we talked about it last episode. The last episode, or maybe it was this issue, is basically the end of this book being on time. Like, they immediately start falling further and further behind after that.
Yeah.
So this book, like, it went from being something that I was like excited about to, by the time it ended, I was like, oh yeah, I guess I should read the ending of this, because it's been like 2 years now. I've completely lost interest.
Well, we are eventually going to get to the ending here, unless we completely lose interest and drop it. But I feel like we can finish it. It's quick enough. It's easy enough. Well, it's not quick. It's slow. You know what I mean. But next time we are going to continue on to Ultimates number 5. And for our main read, hey, remember a long time ago we started Age of Apocalypse? And we were reading some of those miniseries, and we kind of lost interest in those. We're going to go back. We're not going to do the rest of the miniseries, but we're just going to finish the Age of Apocalypse with X-Men Omega and see what happens at the end of all that. And then we're also doing X-Men number 200, a little bit of an X-Men grab bag episode where Magneto is on trial before the UN, something like that. Is that right?
Yep, that's what it sounded like to me. And Professor X quits the team for the first time.
Well,
for the 5th time, who knows?
Who knows? He does that a lot. But we're gonna see this big milestone issue. 2 big milestone issues. I don't know if X-Men that doesn't count as a milestone, but I guess it's kind of an important issue. X-Men Omega, 200 is a milestone.
They're both double-size issues. They couldn't fit in one issue.
Whoa! All right, so double-size 200, double-size Omega. And like half-size Ultimates number 5. Not much
actually, I think Ultimates number 5 might actually be longer than normal issue too, because I know it's a big ass fight.
Okay, we'll see what happens there. Maybe we got 3 double issues. A triple double, as they call it in baseball. Is that right?
There's no triple doubles in baseball. They have triples and doubles, but no, that's a basketball term.
Yeah, it's basketball.
That's what I'm thinking of.
It's only 25 pages, so it's normal sized.
Great. So we'll do all that next time. And what else do we got to talk about? Chris, how is the Your Stupid Minds podcast going?
It's going fine. I think I've only done one episode. And I think I even talked about it on our last episode because we've been on Christmas break. But before we did a Hallmark movie called Christmas Bedtime Stories, which I think I already talked to y'all about. It's a movie so bad Hallmark people didn't like it because it trivializes our armed forces.
You did mention this, yes. So sounds like a... Go ahead.
We'll be back with a new episode, probably the same week as this, but we haven't recorded it yet, so I don't know what it is.
Oh,
cool.
A mystery.
Vince, what's going on with you?
I've got nothing going on. I'm getting, I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm gearing up next week to record games my mom found on Diddy Kong Racing, one of my favorite games of all time. So I'm going to be covering that. If you want to check out some more appearances of me of games my mom found, you can find them. Me and Chris did NBA Street last summer. That was a lot of fun. So you can also check that out.
Great. And I've got, I don't think I've got anything to talk about, do I? Nah. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up, though, this time. Vince, thank you so much. I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Chris, thank you so much. I love you.
I love Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, man. It's time to bust out the super secret soldier serum, and we're going to fuck up Freddie Prinze Jr., Kia.
I'm in a different state, so I could super soldier serum myself and then try to get over to Chris and separate him from Freddie Prinze Jr. so that he'll love me.
And you got to eat Freddie Prinze Jr. too. I think he does.
I do? I got to eat Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yep. Head over
Check out previous Your Stupid Minds episode, Wing Commander, for Freddie Prinze Jr.'s worst movie.
Friend of the show, Matthew. Y'all should do a Freddie Prinze Jr. episode as a tie-in for Your Stupid Minds.
That's a good idea, for sure. Yep. And listener, thank you so much. We love you as well. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.